In today's episode, I'm talking about all things sunglasses, and more specifically, my top 5 styles from the leading brands that I think you should definitely be checking out for yourself in 2023. Whether you're looking for a pair of designer frames to complement a certain fashion style or look, or whether you're wanting some top performing polarised shades to enhance your sporting activities or to wear whilst driving, I'll be suggesting some of my favourite options that are available right now, and the ones that I tend to wear the most out of my ever-growing collection. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it, and to find out which eyewear gets my personal seal of approval, stay tuned to this episode of Mags Frags Extra. Yes, hello again and welcome to this latest episode of Mags Frags Extra, where every now and again I'm going to be mixing things up slightly and diverting away from discussing my usual topic of men's fragrances. And instead, I'm going to be bringing you some new fresh content based around lifestyle, fashion and tech. Today I'm talking about sunglasses because I do get asked quite regularly down in the comments what these particular ones are that I wear regularly in my videos, and where people can pick a pair up from. So I'll start today's list off with this brand and model and try to bring you a variety of other high street brands to suit every budget. But before I begin, I just want to assure you that this video is in no way sponsored, and I'm not affiliated with any of the brands that I'm going to talk about today. All these sunglasses are my own, and I paid for them all using my own cash, so you can trust that I am giving you an honest opinion and it's not a paid for one. Okay, so first up, I'm going to talk about possibly my favourite eyewear brand, which is MOSCOT. And the ones that I wear on a daily basis are the Lemtosh model in a size 46mm, which is about the average size, but they also come in 3 other sizes. A smaller 44mm and also 2 larger sizes, which are the 49 and 52mm variants. There's lots of different frame options and lens colourways to choose from, so you can personalise them pretty much however you like to suit your own individual taste. But my favourite colourway is the tortoise frame and the light blue graduated lenses. I also have a pair with clear prescription lenses that I just wear every day, and I've worn these for the past few years. And these were originally sunglasses, and these contained these blue lenses, but I had them converted. I do have a few pairs now, and I try to treat myself to a different pair once a year whenever I visit London around Christmas time. These are by far the most pricey ones in today's list, coming in at £365 a pair, and considerably more once you start adding a prescription to the lenses. But you've heard the saying, you get what you pay for, and I can honestly say that I've never put a pair of sunglasses on, or eyeglasses in that for that matter. I've never put a pair on my face that have felt more comfortable and better quality than these. They're super strong and rigid with a 7-barrel hinge system that I never need to adjust or tighten, and the craftsmanship is just unmistakable when you look at them up close. The diamond inlays that the hinges are attached to are just perfectly flush, and the joints between the arms and the main body of the frame are absolutely seamless. MOSCOT are still to this day a family-run business which started in New York back in 1899, so they've been producing some of the finest quality eyewear for about 124 years now, and this is apparent when you visit one of their London stores. They provide a first-class fitting service, and the staff couldn't be more helpful and attentive. They're obviously very well trained and knowledgeable, and by the time that you walk out of one of their stores, your glasses fit you perfectly and feel just uniquely tailored to your own face. They also do various other model collections, including the Milton style, which I also really like, but the Lemtosh is probably the most famous model for it being often worn by celebrities such as Johnny Depp and Cristiano Ronaldo, and now obviously Paul from Mags Frags. But seriously though, if you want the most uber cool, high-end and quality eyewear in front of your eyes, then I would say that MOSCOT, in my opinion, definitely can't be overlooked. Okay, so next up we have these ones from PERSOL, which are the 3019S model, and these are in the 108-51 cafe coloured frame with brown gradient lenses. These are handmade in Italy and come in 52 and 55mm sizes, and these particular ones are the smaller 52mm size with the 18mm bridge. PERSOL are owned by Luxottica, who also own practically every other mainstream eyewear brand on the high street, including RAYBAN, Oakley, Oliver Peoples and Prada, to name but a few. And even the Sunglasses Hut is owned by them, so they basically have the monopoly on the high street. However, I feel that the PERSOL name has managed to retain some of the niche status, and it's a brand that you have to be into your sunglasses to consider buying. But for me, they're a slightly more grown up and classier option than your Ray-Bans and your Oakleys, which I'll also be featuring in this video, by the way. These are unisex sunglasses, and the lenses are made from polycarbonate, which offer a full UV protection. There's the iconic PERSOL arrow on the hinge, as well as the famous Meflecto flexible stem system, which are these two metal inserts which help the arms to flex and reduce pressure on the wearer's head. These are really well crafted for the price, and I think you can pick them up for around about £120 now, which I think is really decent value for a pair of shades that are of this quality. You can wear them when you're dressed up or casual, and I don't know about you, but I think they look pretty stylish. You can pick these up in a few different colourways, including one called Havana, which is a bit lighter than these, with blue lenses, a green frame with green lenses, and a black frame with blue lenses. And if you're not familiar with PERSOL sunglasses, then make sure you definitely try a few pairs on the next time that you're out shopping, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so next up we have Ray-Ban, which has to be the undisputed king of the sunglasses world in terms of popularity and global sales. But it's also a brand that I don't really get too overly excited about personally. I only own one or two pairs from Ray-Ban, which are these Justins that I've had since God were a lad, and also this pair of Billy that I've probably worn probably twice in the past 2 years. And I think these were a bit of a midlife crisis purchase, to be fair. And maybe the shop was played something like Oasis or Richard Ashcroft when I decided to take these bad boys to the checkout. But something definitely possessed me that day, that's for sure. Ray-Ban's two most iconic models are the Wayfarers and the Aviators, and they're both really cool, but they also both look really ridiculous on me for some reason. They just don't suit my face. However, these Justins, which are inspired by the iconic Wayfarers, have a slightly different take on the original design that, in my opinion, looks more contemporary and arguably even cooler. What makes the Ray-Ban Justin different to the Wayfarers is the slightly larger rubber frame and the soft cornered rectangular lenses, which flatter most faces. And these are like a unisex design, and they also look great on women or anyone with smaller faces who want that oversized look. I personally think these look a little bit sportier and more modern than the Wayfarer. And Ray-Ban describes the Justin as bold, fun and unforgettable, and I think that's a fair description, particularly if you want to take full advantage of frame colours that range from like understated black or brown like these, through to vibrant shades of red, violet, blue, fuchsia and turquoise. And if that isn't enough, there's also different coloured lenses on offer for each of the 6 frame options, as well as coming in 2 sizes. These are without doubt the most worn pair of sunglasses of all time, and to this day these just sit in the centre console of my car, and I just wear them all the time. They're scratched to high heaven, and they've taken a real beating over the years, but they're still a timeless classic, and they're as cool today as when I first bought them a decade ago. But my most recent purchase are these, and these are the RB4362, and these are called Turtle Dove, and these are really nice, and possibly the nicest hue on the lenses that I've got in my whole collection. That's why I really like these. They're just really warm and summery when you look through them, and even like on a cloudy day it just makes everything look really summery, and I do like these. And I also like the kind of nude look frames on these. So yeah, I think these again are a unisex model, but these are my 3 Ray-Bans, and that's it basically. That's my entire Ray-Ban collection. Okay, so next let's talk about the extremely popular Holbrook range of sunglasses from Oakley. These shades are part of Oakley's lifestyle collection and were initially designed as a tribute to the iconic American actor Steve McQueen. They have a classic timeless design, not too dissimilar to the Ray-Ban Wayfarer or the Justin models that I've just spoken about earlier. But these are a little bit bigger and chunkier in design and take on like a slightly more sporty look. However, the Holbrook frame design is extremely versatile and it just seems to suit almost every face, and it comes in 3 sizes. An extra small, a 55mm standard version like these ones, and also an extra large 59mm size for like fuller faces. One of the standout features of the Holbrook range is Oakley's prism technology in their lenses, which revolutionises the way that we perceive colours, and they enhance contrast, allowing you to see the world with extreme clarity. Whether you're driving, hiking or simply running errands, prism lenses optimise your vision by fine-tuning colours specific to your environment. It's a bit like upgrading your visual experience from high definition to 4K. These particular ones are the Prism Deep Water Polarised lenses in the wood grain style frame, which I think look great, especially outdoors in bright sunlight. And these are specifically aimed at sailors and offshore fishermen because they remove all the glare from the surface of the water and allow you to kind of see down into the sea with extreme clarity. They're also great for driving because of the way that they eliminate the glare from the other cars and also other shiny surfaces, so you're not being distracted when you're behind the wheel. And one thing you will notice is how the registration plates on cars seem to just pop with the extra contrast. Additionally, the lenses are impact resistant and offer full UV protection, shielding your precious eyes from the sun's harmful rays. I also have a pair of Holbrooks in this black camo style frame with the Prism Ruby lenses, which are more suitable for varying lighting conditions, and especially for like field sports like golf or cricket, etc., where you need to keep track of the ball flight. These have a warm bronze coloured base layer that kind of makes your day appear sunny even when it's cloudy or overcast weather conditions, but these are non-polarised, so they offer a different experience than the deep water ones, which I think perform better in extremely bright conditions. These are what I'd usually throw on if I'm heading out for a bike ride or a long walk or something like that. But for me, they're kind of not what I'd wear as a fashion eyewear as such. They do look pretty cool when you're doing something active, but I tend to have the opinion that mirrored or iridium style lenses are for more practical purposes rather than to make a fashion statement when you're down the local pub, etc. So when I see people walking about in these around town, I do think they look a bit nerdy in the wrong setting. But the good news is that it's simple to swap out the lenses in this Holbrook range to like a more conventional style. It only takes you like maybe 10 or 15 seconds to swap out the lenses if you fancy something a little bit more subtle and stylish. And that leads me seamlessly onto our final brand, who are making quite a buzz in the eyewear market at the minute, and they combine both style and functionality in their sunglasses. The brand that I'm referring to is SUNGOD, and I recently picked up a couple of pairs in different frame designs, and I've got to say that I've been extremely impressed with both the quality and the value of these bad boys. These particular ones are the Sierras, which have a sleek and modern look, and I think just screams cool. The frame is made from a lightweight polycarbonate material, which is super flexible and durable, with screwless hinges, so they can be simply popped back into place if you were to accidentally sit on them and knock the arms out of place, like I've done many times before. The frames are virtually unbreakable, but SUNGOD do offer a lifetime guarantee on all of their sunglasses, and even if you were to break them yourself accidentally, you can send them back and they'll repair them free of charge. The lenses in this particular pair are the top of the line 8KO polarised lenses in a nylon material, which offer the highest amount of clarity and anti-glare protection. But you can also get the standard 4K lens option in a polycarbonate material, which are much cheaper. And to be honest, I can't tell a huge difference myself personally, and the 4KO lenses are still very high quality. One of the coolest things about SUNGOD is they offer full customization options for their sunglasses, and you can literally build your pair from the ground up. You can choose different frames, your lens colours, and even the colour of the SUNGOD logo on the side of the frame. The lenses are all interchangeable, so if you fancy buying an extra pair like I've done here in a different colour and swapping them around from time to time, you can change them in less than a minute for a totally different look. You can also now add your custom prescription to the sunglasses, ranging from a +8 all the way down to a -7, which is cool, but my eyes now seem to change every year now that I'm knocking on a bit, so I opted for the non-prescription ones, which means I have to wear my contact lenses with them, which I don't think is too much of a hassle. And I know what you're thinking, all this sounds great, but what about the price? Well, I'm happy to say that the SUNGOD Sierras don't actually break the bank. They offer incredible value for the quality and the performance that they deliver. And if you opt for the standard 4KO lenses, they're only £70 a pair. If you get the polarised 4K, they do go up then to £100. And for the top of the line like these ones with the 8KO polarised lenses, they're still only at £140, which I don't think is still too bad. As I mentioned earlier, I also picked up this design, which are the Renegades, and I chose the carbon fibre effect frame, and I also picked up two different lens colours, the gold and also the red in the 4KO non-polarised option. These are great, and I think the square Wayfarer style design is really cool, but I actually prefer the Oakley Holbrook personally, because they just seem to fit my face a little bit better. I think these would probably be better suited to a more fuller face because they are slightly bigger than the Holbrooks, but that won't stop me from wearing these. But tell me what you think down in the comments, what you think of these SUNGOD shades, and if you've owned any in the past and what your experiences have been with them. Okay, so that's about it for this sunglasses bonanza. And I'll probably create another one in maybe a couple of months' time once my collection grows a bit and matures a little bit more. And there's also loads of top-notch sunglasses brands that I haven't actually mentioned in today's video that I'm really eager to get my hands on, including brands like Maui Jim, Randolph, McLaren and Reykjavik Eyes, just to name but a few. But for now, I'm fairly happy to get through the summer of 2023 with this little lot. And if you've enjoyed this review and you found it useful in any way, please don't forget to give it a like and maybe even subscribe to the channel, especially if you enjoy dude stuff like fragrances, gadgets and also fashion accessories, because there's loads of new and exciting content coming very soon. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in today. Stay safe and hopefully I'll see you very soon with some more cool stuff to talk about. Bye bye for now.